I probably say Shalom. Out here on the highways and hedges, keep us concourse, downtown Chicago, July 12th, 2024. And the Water Kabashi down traffic, giving us an increase of opportunity chance to come out and do so. Lifting up the names of Yahweh out traffic. Rocky Mountains, the elders, Aqua Sport 2, and I say Shalom. This is the prophet Jeremiah, chapter 51, verse 1. It says, thus said the Lord Yahweh, behold, I will raise up against Babylon, and against them that will, against them that raise up against me, and destroy the wind. Prophet Jeremiah 51, verse 2. It says, and I will send unto Babylon in Spanish. It says, Christ shall vanish, shall enter the land, but the children shall be against her round about. Jeremiah 51, verse 3. And against him that bendeth up the heart bent his bow, and against him that lifteth himself up in his rival. Spare ye not her young man, spare ye her post. Prophet Jeremiah 51, verse 4. It says, thus the slain shall fall in the land of Chaldeans, they that are crushed in the streets. Jeremiah 51, verse 5. It says, for Israel has not been forsaken of Judah, but the Lord and the host. But that land was filled with sin against the Holy One of Israel. Just Jeremiah 51, verse 6. It says, flee out of the midst of Babylon, never every man's soul be not cut off for her iniquity. But this is the time the Lord Yahweh thy house finished, he will render unto her a recompense. The prophet Jeremiah 51, verse 7. It says, Babylon has been a golden cup of the Lord Yahweh's hand. That made all the earth drunk. The nations have drunk of her wine, therefore the nest of man, right now is pursued. Jeremiah 51, verse 8. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed, now for her take on for pain, and she may be healed. Christ of Babylon is fallen, so there's no healing for her, the daughter of Babylon, ought to be destroyed, like it says in Psalm 137. This is Jeremiah 51, verse 9. It says, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. It says, for the sake of her, let us go, everyone sits on the country, go to judgment, reach unto heaven, and it's lifted up even to the skies. The prophet Jeremiah 51, verse 10. It says, the Lord Yahweh has brought forth our righteousness. Come and let us declare in Zion unto Zion, and the works of the Lord Yahweh thy power. The prophet Jeremiah 51, verse 11. It says, make bright the arrows and gather the shields. The Lord Yahweh has raised up the spirit of the kings and kings to the Russians of Isaiah 13, verse 17. It says, but his device against Babylon to destroy you, because it is the vengeance of the Lord Yahweh and the vengeance of his temple. Right, the vengeance of his temple are his people. The vengeance against Babylon to destroy you. Jeremiah 51, verse 12. Set up the standard upon the walls of Babylon, wait, make watch strong, set up the watchmen, prepare the ambushes for the Lord Yahweh had broken the bodies and done that which he spake against Babylon. Right, spake against the inhabitants of Babylon, Jeremiah 51, verse 13. Hold thou the well upon many waters, and upon the treasure thy enemies come, and the measure of thy covetousness. This is prophet Jeremiah 51, verse 14. The Lord Yahweh of hosts has sworn by himself, saying, surely I will fill you with men as with battle, and they shall lift up a shout against thee. Jeremiah 51, verse 15. He hath made the earth by his power. He hath established the world by his wisdom. He hath stretched out the heavens by his understanding. Verse 16. When he uttered his voice, there is a thunder, now waters from heavens, and caused the wicked to descend from the ends of the earth. And they make lightning with rain, he bring forth the wind of destruction. Jeremiah 51, verse 17. Every man is rich by his knowledge, every is profound and by the great image. But most of the images also there is no great image. Jeremiah 51, verse 18. They are abandoned in the lips of everyone. The time of presentation shall perish. The prophet Jeremiah 51, verse 19. It says, the portion of Jacob is not like, for he is the former of all things, and Israel is the right of his inheritance. And the Lord Yahweh proposes his name. Jeremiah 51, verse 20. It says, thou art my battle axe, but war with thee I will break the pieces of the nations, and with thee I will destroy the kings. Verse 21. And with thee I will break the pieces of the horse and his wife, and with thee I will break the pieces of the chariot and his wife. Jeremiah 51 and verse 22. And with thee I will also break the pieces of men and women. With thee I will break the pieces of old England. With thee I will break the pieces of the young man and the baby. Verse 23. And I will also break the pieces of the shepherd and his flock. With thee I will break the pieces plus man and his yokes of oxen. With thee I will break the pieces of captives of women. Jeremiah 51 verse 24. I will render unto Babylon and to all the inhabitants of Chaldea, all the evil that they have done in Zion and Zion. And your sight said, Lord Yahweh. Jeremiah 51 verse 25. Behold, I am against thee, O destroyer, now to say the Lord Yahweh, which destroyed all the earth. I will say, and I will stretch out my hand upon thee. I will bring thee down to the rocks, and I will make thee a Jeremiah 51 verse 26. And they shall not take on thee a stone, or a stone from a stone. Right, he says, they shall not take thee a stone from your home, nor a stone from the foundations, but thou shalt be blessed forever, saith the Lord Yahweh. Jeremiah 51 verse 27. It says that said that they stand in the land, blow trumpet among the nations. Against it says prepare, they said blow trumpet among the nations. It says prepare against all nations, call for them. Against the kings of Azariah and many and Azariah to come captive against them. Cause the horses to come up as a great battle. This prophet Jeremiah 51 verse 28. It says prepare against other nations with the kings of Egypt by the Russians, the captains thereof, and all the rulers thereof, and all the lands of his dominion. This prophet Jeremiah 51 verse 29. It says, the land shall tremble and start from every purpose, for the Lord Yahweh shall be performed against Babylon, to make the land Babylon a desolation without a habitations. Right, desolation without a habitations, the daughter of Babylon will to be destroyed. The prophet Jeremiah 51 verse 30. The mighty men of Babylon has begun to fight. They have remained in hold, their mind has failed, they become as women. They have ruined the dwelling places, my bars are broken. Get to that Revelation 18th chapter. This is Revelation 18 verse 1. And after these things I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was like with his glory. Revelation 18 verse 2, and it reads, and they cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon, the great is fallen, it's become a habitation of deceivers, and a hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean HATEFL bird. Right, that's what Babylon promotes, the daughter of Babylon. Even this wickedness on the rest of the creed slips its head. Revelation 18 verse 3. It says, for all the nations have drunk the wine of wrath of fornication, right, slips its head. The kings of the earth that committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are wax richly the abundances of her delicacies. Revelation 18 verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, and she be not protected from sin, to receive none of her plagues. Right, as an angel of the chariot speaking, telling the children of Israel, this is us, that come out of the ways of Babylon, mentally and spiritually. Revelation 18 verse 5. It said, for her sins have reached into heavens, and Yahweh has reckoned her iniquities. Revelation 18 verse 6. It said, for her, even if she were to you, double. Unto her double according to her works, and the cup which she had filled to her double. Revelation 18 verse 7. How much she had glorified herself. How much she had glorified herself in publicity, right, the daughter of Babylon. It says, so much torment give her sorrow. It says, for sorrow give her. For she said in her heart, I sit at queen, I sit at queen, I sit, and I am no widow, and shall sit in sorrow. Revelation 18 verse 8. It says, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death, mourning, and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. Strong warrior, I will not power of judgment. Revelation 18 verse 9. And the kings of the earth who had committed fornication with her, then maliciously shall bewail her, and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning. Revelation 18 verse 10. Standing afar off for the fear of the torment, alas, that great city, that mighty city, for in 1 hour thy judgment come. Right, for in 1 hour thy judgment come of the daughter of Babylon, to death be hard to be destroyed. Revelation 18 verse 11. And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn of her, for no man buys their merchandise anymore. Revelation 18 verse 12. The merchandise of gold and of silver, and precious stones and pearls and linen, and purpose and silver and scarlet, and all like wood, and all manner of vessels of ivory, all manner of vessels of most precious jewels, and brass and iron long. Revelation 18 verse 13. And the city making the orders of ointments and frankincense, and wine and oil, and fine flour, and wheat, and sheep, and horses and chariots to save the souls of men. It's Revelation 18 verse 14. It says, man, the fruit of thy lust, lust after heart and depart from evil, and all the things which were against and good are depart from evil, but thou shalt find the Lord all. Revelation 18 verse 15. And the merchants of these things which were made rich by her, standing afar off in the fear of the torment, weeping and wailing. Revelation 18 verse 16. And saying, at last, that great city, that clothed with fine linen, and purple, and scarlet, and dead, with gold and precious stones and pearls. Revelation 18 verse 17. For in 1 hour so the great riches come to none, and every shipmaster and all the companies and ships and sailors, and many trade by sea still far off. Revelation 18 verse 18. It says, and when they saw, the smoke of a bird, saying, what city is like unto this great city? Revelation 18 verse 19. And they cast dust on their heads, and they cried, weeping and wailing, saying, at last that great city, which remained rich on the ships in the sea, by reason of her crossings, for in 1 hour she was made desolate. Revelation 18 verse 20. It says, rejoice over her, thou heavens, O ye holy apostles and prophets, for Yahweh has avenged you on her. Revelation 18 verse 21. And a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, thus will the bodies of that great city Babylon and all man shall be found no more in all. Revelation 18 verse 22. It says, and the voice of the harpers and the musicians and the pipers and trumpets shall be heard no more in all. that the wrath of people shall be found any more than thee, and the sound of a millstone shall be heard in all the people. Revelation 18 verse 23. And the light of the candle shall be shining more than all the people. And the voice of the bridegrooms and of the bride shall be heard more than all the people. For thy virtues from all nations. It says, from all thy virtues for the great plan of the earth, for by sorcery all nations conceived. Revelation 19 verse 24. And the Lord has found the blood of the prophets and of the saints, and all that were slain upon the earth. Bring out that Revelations 13th chapter. So, as we continue seeing the downfall of Babylon, we chain it down against it as well, too, as we say revolve to Babylon. It's push up the topic and get into that Revelations 13, verse 16 through verse 18 of the MOTB of this RFID and the CHIP in order to buy or sell. And this is what we're about to enter into. And this is a major prophecy that's about to come to pass and be fulfilled. Revelations 13, verse 16. Then it calls them all, both small and great, rich or poor, free or bond, to receive a prerogative in their right hand or in their FOREHEADS. Right, so in order to buy or sell, upper class, lower class, and economic spectrum of all the races of the planet Earth, this is going to be a time where, in order to buy or sell, it's a cashless society that's going to be the thing of past. As we enter into this digital dollar, this digital currency, this Revelations 13, verse 17, it says, and that no man might buy or sell, save that he hath a birth. Shout out to that brother Alvin, the prophets in the scene, judgment come between Revelations 13, verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell, save that he have the prerogative, or the name of the BEAST, or the number of his name. Right, so in order to buy or sell, you gotta have the RFID and the CHIP. If you don't have it, you won't be able to buy or sell. This is what we're about to enter into. Revelation 13, verse 18, it says, hear his wisdom, let him have understanding. Count the number of the BEAST, for the number of a man, and his number was SIX, 3 score in SIX. And this is Revelations 14, verse 8. It says, and there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, that you see, because she made all the nations drink the wine and wrath of fornication. Revelations 14, verse 9. And the third angel followed him, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship me and see his image, receiving his prerogative, in his FOREHEAD or in his hand. Revelations 14, verse 10. It says, the same shall drink the wine of the wrath and power is poured without mixture in the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and the presence of the Lamb. Revelations 14, verse 11. It says, and the smoke of their atonement ascending up forever, and they have no rest day or night, fellowship of BEAST in his image. Whosoever received the prerogative in his name, mine. This is Revelation 3, verse 10. It says, because thou hast kept the words of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the worlds to try to get the blood upon the earth. Right, these are the times we're about to enter into. Pushing the full implementation of the MOTB of this RFID. That's how the temptation comes in. So I don't want to rock side as a servants of prophets and messengers of the Heavenly Father. The Lord willing, I don't want to rock side, Lord willing. We see that when people is humbleness and sincerity inside the Heavenly Father. As long as people worship the patience of the Heavenly Father, He will keep us from temptation. So I don't want to rock side, Lord willing. We're going to bring out Amos 8, verse 11. It's going to be a family word as well, too. This Amos 8, verse 11. It says, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will send a famine in the flood. The famine of the word and much more, but they will the words of the Lord out. Also, it's going to be a famine of the word, that's what the Lord knows sometimes. Shout out to that brother Howard, once again, prophets and seen judgment come between. This is Amos 8, verse 12. And they shall run from sea to sea, from the north to the east. And they shall run to the furthest of the words. It says, they shall run to the furthest of the words. Such as never was since there was a nation, even to the same time, and at that time thy people shall be delivered like the Israelites, and everyone that shall be found written in the book. This is Daniel 12, verse 2. And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth, the sons of everlasting life, and saints of everlasting content. Daniel 12, verse 3. It says, they that do wise shall shine as the brightness of the firmament, and they that turn wicked to righteousness, as the stars from heaven and earth. This is Daniel 12, verse 4. Thou, Daniel, shall the word seal the book, even to the time of the end, many shall run to the Lord, and I shall be preached. Right, so many shall run to the Lord, and I shall be preached. We're about to enter into the trouble of the temple before. It's all my archangel, and the spirit of the children of the kingdom, to our temple. Jeremiah, the 30th chapter. Got this Jeremiah 30, verse 1. It says, the word that came to Jeremiah from the Lord Yahweh, saying, verse 2, thus speak the words of the Lord of Israel, saying, write all these words that I have spoken unto thee in the book. Jeremiah 30, verse 3. Behold, the days come, saying the Lord Yahweh, that I will bring again the captivity of my people of Israel. My people of Israel and Judah, said the Lord Yahweh, and I will cause them to return to the land which I gave to their fathers, they shall possess it. Jeremiah 30, verse 4. These are the words that the Lord Yahweh spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah. Verse 5. But thus said the Lord Yahweh, you have heard the voice of trembling and fear of things. Prophet Jeremiah 30, verse 6. Ask ye now, see whether a man that shall bear a child. Wherefore do I see every man in the plans of his wounds, as a woman travail, and all the faces are turned to pebbles. Prophet Jeremiah 30, verse 7. At last, for that day is great, so none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he should be saved back. So I will prophesy that will be saved in the time of Jacob's trouble as we approach those times. Now I'm going to bring out that Jeremiah 28, verse 8. The prophets that have been before thee and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and great kings of war, evil, and pestilence. Right, so we're prophesying against great countries and great kings of war, evil, and pestilence. So these are war, evil, and pestilence is only going to continue to increase. It's going to show forth more and more in these times. Because these are increasing of the signs of times that we're in. This is prophet Ezekiel 38, verse 1. In the word of the Lord Yahweh came unto me, saying, verse 2, Son of man, set thy face against God, and may God, the chief person of Meshach and Tubal, prophesy against him. Right, so we're prophesying against the chief person of Meshach and Tubal, which represents the bear of the brushes. Ezekiel 38, verse 3. Thus said the Lord Yahweh, behold, I am against thee, O God, the chief person of Meshach and Tubal. Ezekiel chapter 38, verse 4. And I will turn you back and put hooks into thy jaws. I will bring you forth from all thy armed horse and horsemen, all of them forth from all sorts of armor, and they will cover the weapons, shields, and all the heavy swords. Right, so the Heavenly Father is going to continue to put that hooks in back in the jaws of these brushes, so being that warlike man, so that's what we're seeing. Ezekiel chapter 38, verse 5. Persia, Elam, Ethiopia, Cush, Libya, Ishmaelites, all of them will share with him. Ezekiel 38, verse 6. Gomer and all his bands, the house of Tophel, of the north quarters and all his bands, and many people with him. Right over in Iraq and Syria, where the Turks arms into Persian armies. Ezekiel chapter 38, verse 7. It says, be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, and all thy companies that are acceptable unto thee, be thou a guardian to them. Right, so Russia is going to be a guardian to these nations of Iran, Ethiopia, Libya, and Turkey, as it's heating up over there in Western Asia, as it's heating up in the Russia-Ukraine situation, as it's heating up NATO versus Russia, that's heating up. So that's signs of wars and rumors of wars, nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom. The second world passed, the world will come quickly. So this is going to continue to increase. This is the prophet Ezekiel, chapter 38, verse 8. It says, after many days thou shalt be visited, in a lot of years thou shalt come into the land that is brought back forth from the sword, and is gathered out of many people against the mountains of Israel, which have been always waste, but is brought back forth out of the nations that have dwelled safely from all of them. The prophet Ezekiel, 38, verse 9. Thou shalt ascend and come up like a storm. Thou shalt be like a cloud to cover the land. Thou and all thy hands to be Ezekiel 30, verse 10. Thus saith the Lord, I will also come, and it shall also come to pass. At the same time shall things come into our mind, and thou shalt think that evil thought. The prophet Ezekiel 30, verse 11. And thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of them all visions. I will go to them that are in rest, that dwell safely of all of them, dwelling without walls, having either walls or gates. The prophet Ezekiel 38, verse 12. To take a sword, to take a brick, to turn my hand upon the desolate places that are now inhabited, and upon the people that are gathered out of the nations, which I have gathered good that dwell in the midst of the land. Ezekiel 38, verse 13. Sheba to Dan and the merchants of Tarshish, and with all the young lions that Russia say unto thee. It says, art thou come to take a sword? Have I got thy company to take a burden, to carry away silver and gold, and take away cotton and wood, and take away your sword? This is prophet Ezekiel 38, verse 14. It says, therefore, son of man, prophesy and say unto God, thus saith the Lord Yahweh. It says, in that day when my people of Israel dwell safely, thou shalt not know it. And this is Ezekiel chapter 38, verse 15. thou shalt come up from the place out of the wilderness, and many people with thee, and all the riding upon horses and great country, and a mighty army. Ezekiel 38 verse 16, and thou shalt come up against one people of Israel, as a cloud to cover the land. And it shall be in the latter days that I will bring heat against my land, that the heat may know me, that I should be sanctified for the God before their eyes. This is the prophet Ezekiel 38 verse 17. It said, thus saith the Lord, I will not block out evil, I have spoken the whole time, by myself to the prophets of Israel, but prophesy in those days and in the years that I will bring thee against them. Ezekiel 38 verse 18. And it shall come to pass when God shall come against the land of Israel, to say the Lord Yahweh, that my fear should come upon my face. The prophet Ezekiel 38 verse 19. It says, for my jealousy and the fire of my wrath have I spoken. Surely in that day there should be a great shaking in the land of Israel. Ezekiel 38 verse 20. So that the fishes of the sea and the fowls of the heaven and the beasts of the field and all the creeping things that creep upon the earth and all men that are upon the face of the earth shall shake up your prisons, and the mount shall be and they shall steps shall fall, and every wall shall fall to the ground. This is the prophet Ezekiel 38 verse 21. And I will call for a sword against him who are all my God shall before your house, and every man's sword shall be against his brother. Prophet Ezekiel 38 verse 22. And I will plead against him with the vessels and the blood, and I will bring upon him upon the bands upon the people that are with him, and they overflowing rain with hailstones and fire hailstones. Prophet Ezekiel 38 verse 29 is like it says, thus I will magnify myself, and I will be known in the eyes of many nations. They shall know that I am the Lord, and how my power become light. The prophet Ezekiel 39 verse 1. It says, therefore thou son of man, prophesy against God, and say, thus saith the Lord, and I will behold, I am against thee, O God, but chief prince of me shall be took on. Ezekiel 39 verse 2. And I will turn thee back and leave but the sixth part of thee, and I will cause thee to come up from the four parts. Hey, shout out to that brother Yahweh, the prophets of Sing Judge 20. It says, I will bring thee upon the mountains of Israel. Ezekiel 39 verse 3. I will smite thy whole left hand, and I will cause thy horse to fall out. This is Isaiah 13 verse 17. Behold, I will stir up the east as the nation out of our city, and as we go, they shall not fly in. Right, so America versus Russia, Russia versus America. So that's why Henry Fox stirred up the east as well. And as Pacific go, they shall not fly in. This is Isaiah 17 verse 20. It says, the burden of the masses, behold. It says, the burden of the masses, behold, the masses is taken away from being a city, and it should be as one of people. Right, so the masses is taken away from being a city, and it should be as one of people. Due to the increase in escalations on both sides, the borders of Israel and the borders of Syria. That's why I'm saying the masses is taken away from being a city. It definitely should be as one of people. That's what we're seeing. Now I'm going to get into that. This is Matthew 24 verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled from all these things, must first come to pass. But the end is not yet. Why so we're going to continue to see these increases of these wars and rumors of wars. Matthew 24 verse 7. Nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. Why so nations rising up against one another, and kingdoms rising up against one another. And there shall be famines, why increasing famines, pestilence with the weather conditions, and pestilence, plagues, and diseases shall increase. Right, earthquakes in diverse places, right, the high magnitude of the earthquakes in diverse places is going to increase. It says, Matthew 24 verse 8, all these are the beginning of sorrows. Right, so all these is the increase in the beginning of sorrows that we're going to see of this planet Earth as the heaven fall, like the visitation of the planet Earth. You know, like it says in our 2 Corinthians 15 verse 5. Behold, saith the Lord Yahweh, that I bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, and destruction. This is Matthew 24 verse 9. Then they shall deliver you up to be afflicted, and they shall pay I am, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. Right, so we're going to be hated of all nations for the heavenly Father's name's sake, and we're definitely fine with that. Matthew 24 verse 10. Then shall many be offended, and they shall betray one another, and they shall hate one another. Matthew 24 verse 11. And many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. Right, so that's why Scripture says, take heed that no man deceive you. Matthew 24 verse 12. It says, because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Right, so because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Lawlessness and iniquity is going to ramp up. Like it says in 1 John 3 verse 4, whosoever commits sin also transgress the law. So lawlessness and iniquity is going to ramp up. This Matthew 24, verse 13. But it said, but he that should do it unto the end, the same shall be saved like the Israelites, the messengers of the Amplified. This Matthew 24, verse 14. Then the gospel of the kingdom shall be preached unto all the world for a witness. Then the end shall come. Christ of heaven. So this gospel of the kingdom is being preached throughout the whole world for a witness unto all nations. Then the end shall come. And that's what we're seeing. And Father God, like it says in the 2 Hedges 9, verse 5, the beginning of the end is being manifested. But with the rulership is coming to them. So we're going to see this increase in goodness. The prophecy is going to come to pass in the field for, we are in those times. Now, for the bring up that same Mark 3, verse 23, it says, and he called them unto him and say in a parable, how can Satan cast out Satan? Mark 3, verse 25, and if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom can stand. Right, so if a kingdom be divided against itself, it's definitely it's not going to stand. That's what we're seeing. It's Mark 3, verse 25. It says, if a house be divided against itself, that house can stand. Right, so if a house be divided against itself, that house can stand. That's what we're seeing. This is St. Mark 3, verse 26. And if Satan rises up against himself and be divided and he cannot stand but have an end. Right, so Satan is going to be divided against himself and he cannot stand but he's going to have an end. That's why we see in 2 Hedges 9, verse 5 is important fact. 2 Hedges 6, verse 9, Revelation 12, verse 12. Now, bring up that Luke 12, verse 51. This is Luke 12, verse 51. It says, suppose ye that I come to you in peace on earth, and I take great division, right? So ultimately great divisions of the Al-Bashir Shah is going to set up and increase the more these things. This is Luke 12, verse 52. It says, for from henceforth there shall be one house divided, three against two, and two against three. By great divisions. Luke 12, verse 53. It says, the father shall be divided against the son against the father, the mother against the daughter against the mother. Mother-in-law against the daughter-in-law, and the daughter-in-law against the mother-in-law, like great divisions amongst the nations. Luke 12, verse 54. He said also to them, when you see a rise out of the straightway, you see every heat in the house. Luke 12, verse 55. And when you see the Sabbath, you say every heat when it comes to pass. Luke 12, verse 56. It says, if the rich be concerned with the face of the sky, and the earth will rise later than 7 times. Like our scripture says, God is real, not and the body of our should not share having an increase in spiritual discernment, and the body of our should not share. This verse 1. It says, hear this word of the Lord, how we have spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole families which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, and which there was only have our children and all families in the earth, therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities. Amos 3, verse 3. That two altogether said that two. Amos 3, verse 4. It says, will they mind on the forge will have the word. If a young man can pray out his name, he has a name. Amos 3, verse 5. It says, can a bird fall and snare upon the earth, there is no gem for him. Shall one take a big snare from the earth and cannot take nothing at all? Amos 3, verse 6. Shall a trumpet blow in the city and the people be afraid? Right, that backs up with Luke 12, verse 56. It says, Amos 3, verse 6. It says, shall a trumpet blow in the city and the people be not afraid? Shall the people in the city be Lord Yahweh has not done? This is Amos 3, verse 7. It says, surely the Lord Yahweh will do nothing. Let me select my thought. Amos 3, verse 7. It says, surely the Lord Yahweh will do nothing but reveal the secrets unto the acceptance of the prophets right the Israelites. Amos 3, verse 8. The lion has roared, who will not fear? The Lord Yahweh has spoken, who can't look outside. Now we're going to get into that Joel, the 3rd chapter. Just like the scripture says, Ezekiel 38, verse 33. So when all these signs come to pass in the field, and then they shall notice the prophet among them. Just like our forefathers, age prophesied this great message for the things. That will be a pessimist with we're doing. Once all this come to pass in the field, and then they shall notice the prophet among them. So I'm going to switch it up and get into that Joel, the 3rd chapter. This is Joel chapter 3, verse 1. It says, for behold, in those days and that time when they shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem by the Israelites. Joel chapter 3, verse 2. It says, and I will gather all nations and bring them down to the valley of Joseph, which is our west Asia. It says, and I will plead with them for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations, part of my land. Right, just like it says in Luke 21, verse 24, Jerusalem shall be trodden down to the Gentiles be fulfilled. That's what they're saying. They have scattered these people to the Israelites. It's Amos 3, not Amos, the prophet Joel, chapter 3, verse 3, so like it says, they have cast out for my people. They have given word for all of you, so they brought the wine that they might drink like much of the wine. Because Heavenly Father, he required that this is past. And what's taking place towards the children of Israel as well, too. This is the prophet Joel, chapter 3, verse 4. Yea, what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zion, by those Hamitic nations, and all the coast of Palestine, those Ishmaelites? It says, will you render me a recompense? And if the recompense was swiftly and speedily, and I return a recompense upon the whole head. Christ said recompense is totally come upon the whole head, what they did to the children of Israel from the ancient times all into modern times. So there's no new thing under the sun. This prophet Joel, verse 5, because you have taken my silver and my gold and carried them into your temple and looked at present things, right? The apple of the Lord's eye of our forefathers, the Israelites. Amos 3, verse 6, it says, the children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem, having sold unto the Christians, that you might remove them far from their border, like the people moved far from our borders led to his neighbor. Joel 3, verse 7. It says, behold, I will raise them up out of the place we have sold, and I will turn them over to my own head. So the Heavenly Father is going to raise us up. And Heavenly Father is going to raise us out of the place of the nation that sold us. He's going to return that recompense upon their own head. Prophet Joel, chapter 3, verse 8. It says, now your sons, your daughters, into the hands of the children of Judah, and they shall themselves to the Samaritans, till people fall off from the Lord has spoken. Right, so Lord, they have Heavenly Father has spoken. So these Edomites, they're going to be in the hands of the children of Judah and servants and slaves and handmaids, just like they did to our ancestors. That's going to be back towards end time stuff. And that's a beautiful thing they call Allah Yahweh Shema. It says, they shall sell into the Samaritans, which is those people of Yemen, till people fall off from the Lord Yahweh has spoken. The prophet Joel, chapter 3, verse 9, proclaim ye this amongst the Gentiles, prepare war. It says, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near and let them come up. Right, that's what we're seeing over there in Western Asia. Nuclear escalations between the different nations and kingdoms rising up against one another over there. Western Asia is heating up, and the nuclear escalations that we've seen sparking up and heating up while the whole planet Earth is going too. This is the prophet Joel, chapter 3, verse 10. Beat your plowshares and swords and abundance in the spears and let the weak stand strong. Right, the arms of nations. Now stop to see let the weak stand strong. Joel 3, verse 11. It says, assemble yourselves, come all the people, what's the arms of the other nations, and gather yourselves together around about Phillips, and cause our mighty ones to come down with Lord and Yahweh. The prophet Joel 3, verse 12. Let the heathen be awakened and come up into the valley of Jerusalem, which is Yahweh's body. Forgive how the city judge all the heathen around about to the arms of the nations. Joel chapter 10, verse 12, and verse 13. Put ye in the secret for the house is written, come ye around for the precious thing, and advance on the floor for the release written. Joel chapter 10, verse 14. It says, multitudes and multitudes in the valley of decision, which is the Lord, and the Yahweh's near the valley of decision. Christ of man, the Lord, and Yahweh's getting closer near to the valley of decision. That's what we're seeing. Joel 10, verse 15. The sun and the moon shall be dark, and the stars shall draw their shine. Prophet Joel 3, verse 16. And the Lord Yahweh shall also pour out Zion, and utter his voice from Jerusalem. And the heavens and the earth shall shake, but the Lord Yahweh will be the hope of his people, and the strengthening of the children of Israel, right? The actual Israelites. And he's going to be the hope and the strengthening for his people, because he's going to be in the midst of his people. He's coming back to bring up his people. Joel 3, verse 17. So shall you know that I am the Lord Yahweh, your power, dwelling in Zion, to Zion, my holy mountain. Then shall Jerusalem be holy, and there shall no strangers pass the word anymore. Joel 3, verse 18. And it shall come to pass in the day that the mountain shall drop down with new wine, and the hills shall flow with milk, and all the rivers of Judah shall flow with waters, and the fountains shall come forth. The house of the Lord Yahweh shall order the battle of children. This is prophet Joel 3, verse 19. It says, Egypt shall be in desolation, and Egypt shall be in desolation. It says, for the bodies against the children of Judah, because they have shed innocent blood. The prophet Joel 3, verse 20. It says, Judah shall dwell forever and ever, from generation to generation. The prophet Joel 3, verse 21. For I will cleanse in blood, and I have been cleansed. For the Lord Yahweh dwelling in Zion, the prophet dwelling in Zion, and society. This book of 1 John 2, verse 15. It says, love not the world, and the things are in the world, and the things are the world, and the watch of Right, so what's another way to help the Father according to this word? Verse 16. It says, for all that is in the world, plus the flesh, unless the eye will not fight itself. It's not the Father, it's not the word. Also, the flesh is not so, what is the pride of life? That's of the world, that's of the Father. It's first John 17. It says the world passes away, and the lust of it, but he that does the will of Yahweh abide forever. Watch the world pass away, and the lust of it is here too. So he that does the will of Yahweh abide forever. And why I should not shine. Actually, word. And this is the book of Romans 12, verse 1. It says, I beseech you, therefore, brother, by the mercies of Yahweh, that you present your bodies as a sacrifice, so acceptable unto Yahweh, which is your original service. Right, so this is our body. This is what we do. That's make our body as a living sacrifice, so acceptable unto Yahweh, which is our original service. You know, come out here on the highways and heads and keep us concourse. Shout out to that brother Yahweh, the prophets and same judgment come between. So lifting up the names of Yahweh Yahshua, prophesying the names of Yahweh Yahshua, standing up for righteousness from Heavenly Father on behalf of our nation, you know, bidding them to the marriage, whether they're here or waiting for here. Continue making our calling much sure, fishing for the elect. So this is our body as a little sacrifice, holy and acceptable, and this is our original service in the sight of Heavenly Father. And this is Romans 12, verse 2. It says, be not conformed to this world, but ye transformed by the will of God, that ye may prove what is good and acceptable and perfect in the will of Yahweh. Right, so this is, you know, being not conformed to this world, being renewed my mind, coming back to being in His minds, choosing the ways of righteousness, turn away from evil and sweetness, and that's what's perfect and acceptable. This Romans 13, verse 11, it says, and that knowing the time, and now it's high time to wake out to sleep, Christ. Now it's high time to wake out to sleep for the children of Israel. And it's for now is our salvation day that we believe righteousness. Have the Father showing us the signs, and now it's that time to wake out to sleep. This Romans 13, verse 12. It says, the night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness. Let us put on the armor of light. Right, so let's Israelites, you know, let us cast off the works of darkness. So the night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light. This is Romans 13, verse 13. Let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rivalry and enjoyments, not in charity and wantonness, not in strife and mind. Bring up that First Thessalonians. Work out that relate, work out Ephesians instead. And this is Ephesians 5, verse Ephesians 5, verse 15. It says, see then that you are self-respecting, not as fools, but as wise, right? Continue to walk self-respecting, watch out for our surroundings, not as fools, but as wise. Ephesians 5, verse 16. It says, redeem the time because the days are evil. Right? So we have to continue to redeem the time because the days are evil as we approach those times. This is Ephesians 5, verse 17. Therefore, be not unwise, but understand what the word of the Lord how it is. Ephesians 5, verse 18. It says, be not drunk with wine, it says, work in assessment and fit the spirit. Shout out to that brother Yahweh, the prophets and same judgment come between. This Ephesians 6, verse 10. It says, finding my brother is stronger and more power than the power of his mind. Right, so we got to continue to be stronger and more power than trust the power of his mind as Israelites. This is Ephesians 6, verse 11. It says, put on the whole armor of Yahweh that you may be able to withstand the wiles of deceit. Right, so we got to continue to put on the whole armor of Yahweh so we can withstand the wiles of deceit. This hope is going to come down and great lives. We'll have a short time to move, like it says in Corinthians 12, verse 12. And that First Peter 5, verse 8. And this is Ephesians 6, verse 12. For we not wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against the rulers and authorities of this world, and spiritual wickedness in high places. Ephesians 6, verse 13. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of Yahweh, so be able to withstand the evil day, have laid on still stand. Right, so we got to continue to put on the whole armor of Yahweh, so we can withstand the evil day and have been on still stand as we approach those evil days. Ephesians 6, verse 14. Therefore have your loins girded up about with the truth, and have you on the breastplate of righteousness. Ephesians 6, verse 15. And your feet shod with the preparations of the gospel of peace. Ephesians 6, verse 16. All the power taking the shield of faith, but with the shield of faith, which all the fight across the world. Right, so we got to continue to put on taking the shield of faith, so we're going to be able to It's increase in spiritual warfare and spiritual power. It's Ephesians 6 verse 17. It says, taking the hand of salvation and serving the spirit, which is the word of God. It's Ephesians 6 verse 18. It says, praying all prayer and supplication, and watching their own preservations and supplication for all saints, right? Saints are Israelites. And this is get into that 2 Timothy. Yeah, this is 2 Timothy chapter 3 verse 1. It says, this know also in the last days perilous times shall come. Right, we are definitely in those times. 2 Timothy 3 verse 2. For men shall be lovers of themselves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, and holy. 2 Timothy 3 verse 3. Without an accident affection, true breakers, false accusers, incontent, fears, despise of those are good. Right, like it says in Isaiah 5:20, go to them and call evil good and go evil. 2 Timothy 3 verse 4. Traitors, heathens, high-minded, lovers of pleasure more than lovers of Yahweh. Right, so we're going to have ultimately increasing traitors, heathens, high-minded, lovers of pleasure more than the lovers of Yahweh. It's going to be increasing in these times. 2 Timothy 3 verse 5. Having a form of godliness, but denying the powers thereof for such simple way. Right, that's going to be rampant up in these times as well too. 2 Timothy 3 verse 6. Before all these so are they which creep into the house of lady, have the city woman laid with the sin and laid with godliness. 2 Timothy 3 verse 7. And ever learning and never able to come into the knowledge of the truth. 2 Timothy 3 verse 8. Now Janus and Jambres which love Moses, so all good deeds also resist the truth, men of Lord minds, revelation, certain faith. 2 Timothy 3 verse 9. They shall receive them for their father, shall manifest unto all men, as they also will. Right there, Ecclesiastes 10 verse 6. 2 Timothy 3 verse 10. It said, but thou hast fully known my doctrine and the manner of life, and faith and long suffering and sharing patience. 2 Timothy 3 verse 11. It says, persecution and affliction which came unto me in Antioch, I claim lecture was persecution I endured, and all of them before you have delivered. 2 Timothy 3 verse 12. It says, yea, in all that live godly in Hamashiach shall suffer persecution. 2 Timothy 3 verse 13. It said, but evil men and seducers of wax worse than deceiving and being deceived. 2 Timothy 3 verse 14. It says, continue thou in the things which thou hast learned, and being assuring of knowing whom thou hast learned. Right of the doctrine of Yahweh Shah. You have a great second edge tonight, chapter once again. This is second edge, chapter 9, verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure out the time diligently in the 7 thou seest the partial signs past, which I had told you before. Right, measure the time diligently in itself as being the messengers and servants and prophets of the Heavenly Father. Now continue to have that spiritual discernment and measure the time diligently instead of sounding your long bow trumpet, like it says in Ezekiel, the 3rd chapter, and Joel, the 2nd chapter. Hey, shout out to that brother Howard, the prophets on the scene, just become twins and never fails. Second Edge, chapter 9, verse 2. It says, then thou shalt understand. It is at very same time where in the highest, which is the Heavenly Father, how will begin to visit the world which he made. Right, so the Heavenly Father is going to begin to visit the world now, so more ever which he made, because he's the true creator, which is our vision. The second Edge, 9, verse 3. It says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes, uproars, and people world. Right, earthquakes and uproars, and people world, so I'm going to continue to increase. Second Edge, 9, verse 4. Then thou shalt understand that the Most High Yahweh spake of these things from the days of before, even from the beginning. Right, so the Heavenly Father spoke of these signs from the days of before, even from the beginning. Now we're seeing it take a portion of one word. Second Edge, 9, verse 5. Like all that is made in the world at the beginning, the name is manifested. Right, so these signs are being manifested, and these prophecies come to pass and be fulfilled. It's being manifested in the Lord, like the whole planet Earth. Second Edge, 9, verse 6. It said, even so the times also the highest which the Heavenly Father and playing the enemy and one of your powerful works and effects and signs. Right, so these are powerful works and effects and signs that we're going to be seeing in these times by the Heavenly Father. Second Edge, 9, verse 7. It says, everyone that shall be saved shall be able to escape by his works, and by faith we have believed for our Israelites. So through our works and through our faith we shall be saved. Our prophets are every team in that path as being messengers and prophets of the Heavenly Father. Second Edge 9 verse 8. Shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land within my borders, for I got sanctified them for me from the beginning, right? The Israelites. Second Edge 9 verse 9. Then shall they be in purification, which they have abused my ways by the ways of heaven fathers, and they have cast away the life and shall dwell eternally. Verse 10. For such as in that life they have received benefits, they have not known. Verse 11. And they have heard my law, while they lost those commitments of while they have been hidden as a place of repentance, so as that instead of not to despise the Christ and sin is gain. Second Edge 9 verse 12. The same as Lord after that by faith. Verse 13. Therefore be thou not curious how the ungodly shall punish, but inquire how the righteous shall be saved, whom the Lord is, for whom the Lord is great. Second verse 15. Then answered I and said, verse 15, I have said before, and I will speak, and I will speak, and also hereafter. Therefore, many of them that will perish, then of them that will should be saved. Second Corinthians 9 verse 16. It says, like as a wave is watered, then they dry. And this is the book of Second Edges. Read that again. We got Second Edges 15 verse 1. It says, behold, speak thou of the ears of my people the words of prophecies, which I put in that mouth, said the Lord God. Right, so these are the words of prophecies that we're speaking unto the children of Israel as being the messengers and servants of prophets of heavenly Father. You know, what they hear, what they familiar, which I put in thy mouth, said the Lord God. And these are the very important words that the heavenly Father put in my mouth as being the servants of prophets. It says, Second Edges 15 verse 2, and cause it to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Right, written in paper by Yahweh Shemashah, and it's faithful and true. This Second Edges 15 verse 3. It says, fear not the imagination against it. Let not the incredulity of the children that speak against it. Watch that we're not faced by it. Second Edges 15 verse 4. And all the people should be glad and be faithful and prophet. Second Edges 15 verse 5. It says, behold, said the Lord Yahweh, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. Right, so the plagues is only going to be preached by the Heavenly Father. The sword, famine, death, and destruction. Also, Lord heaven. Verse 6. For wickedness have exceeded the Lord the whole earth, and the whole works are fulfilled. Right, so evilness and wickedness have exceeded the whole earth, and the whole works are fulfilled still to the land. Second Edges 15 verse 7. Therefore saith the Lord Yahweh. Verse 8. It says, now behold, my time more as they touch the wickedness, which they profane their commit. Neither I will suffer them in those things in which they exercise themselves. The innocent and the righteous blood are out to me, and the souls of the just claim. Potentially, right? Ezekiel, the 9th chapter. Second Edges 15 verse 9. Therefore saith the Lord Yahweh, I will show thee vengeance and receive unto me all innocent blood from among them. Verse 10, behold, my people is led as a flies to the side. And I will not suffer them now to go into the land of Egypt. Right, because this is my way spiritual Egypt, just like Egypt. So there's no new thing on the sun. Second Edges 15 verse 11. But I will bring them out with a mighty hand, and then stretch thy arm and smite Egypt with plagues and before, and I will show thy hands of it. Second Edges 15 verse 12. Egypt shall mourn. Punishment that power should bring upon it. Second Edges 15 verse 13. It says, they that took the ground should mourn, for the sea shall fail with the blast in the hill and with the constellation. Second Edges 15 verse 14. It says, woe to the mourn, that dwell therein, that will woe with destruction. Second Edges 15 verse 15. It says, for the soul of the church will draw which is in the body is in the soul of the This is Second Edges 15 verse 16. For there should be sedition among men, they should not regard their kings or their princes. Of course, their actions stand in their power. So you're going to have citizens rising up against one another. You're going to have citizens rising up against one another. And then you're going to have citizens rising up against their leaders in power. That's what we see worldwide. And it's only going to continue to increase. Second Edges 15 verse 17. A man should desire to go into the city and should not be able to. Right, during the martial law, state of emergency, during the time of Jacob Trouble. Famine in the world, the hour of temptation, that great insurrection, the time of Jacob Trouble, the perilous time of Jacob. And these are times about to enter into. Hey, the pushing of the RFID is going to be mandatory throughout the whole planet Earth. If you don't have that, you won't be able to buy and sell. You won't be able to go see to maneuver and stuff like that. So that's why it makes perfect sense. The man should decide to go into a city and should not be able to. Hey, shout out to that brother Howard when the prophets on the scene shall come between and never fails. This is Second Edges 15 verse 18. For because they cry, the city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Right, Proverbs 16 verse 18. Pride before destruction, and house before the fall. Second Edges 15 verse 19. A man should have no pity upon his neighbor, which we're saying right now. But should destroy the houses with the sword, not with swords of weapon. Let's go for good, of course, not the revelation. Right, Matthew This is Isaiah 19 verse 2. It says, "Now we set the Egyptian against the Egyptian. Everyone shall fight everyone against his brother. Everyone against his neighbor. See kingdom against kingdom." Right, just like I brought out that like not too long ago, that St. Mark there, verse 23 and through verse 26, and that Luke 12 verse 51 through verse 53, verse 54, and that's going to increase. I'm going to read verse 1. This is Isaiah 19 verse 1. It said, "The burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord Yahweh rideth upon his swift flies shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved in his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it." Isaiah 19 verse 2. "Now will set the Egyptian against the Egyptian. They shall fight everyone against his brother, everyone against his neighbor. City against city, kingdom against kingdom." Right, so city against city, kingdom against kingdom. And that's going to increase. Now I'm going to bring out that Ecclesiasticus, the third chapter. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 3, verse 1, and it reads to the Holy Scriptures. It says, "To everything there is a season and a time for every purpose under heaven." Right, so there is a time to season and every purpose under heaven. And we're living in the times and seasons of war, evil, and the pestilence is growing up and it's going to increase. And this is what we're prophesying about. Prophesying against great countries and great kingdoms, no war, evil, pestilence. So we are definitely already in those times and seasons, and it's only going to continue to increase. Ecclesiasticus 3, verse 2. "And a time to be born, and a time to be plant, and a time to pluck up that which is planted." Ecclesiasticus chapter 3, verse 3. "And a time to kill, and a time to kill, and a time to break down, and a time to build up." Ecclesiasticus chapter 3, verse 4. "And a time to weep, and a time to laugh, and a time to mourn, and a time to dance." Ecclesiasticus chapter 3, verse 5. "And a time to cast away stones, and a time to gather stones together, and a time to embrace, and a time to refrain from embrace." Ecclesiasticus chapter 3, verse 6. "And a time to give, and a time to lose, and a time to keep, and a time to cast away." Ecclesiasticus chapter 3, verse 7 reads, "And a time to bring, and a time to sow, and a time to recite, and a time to speak." Right, so we are ultimately in the increasing of the time of speaking of war, evil, and pestilence, occupying prophecies, sounding alarm, blowing, trumpet, now, some more than ever. We are definitely in this time of speaking now, some more than ever. Ecclesiasticus chapter 3, verse 8. "And a time to love, and a time to HATE, and a time to war, and a time to peace." So we're definitely ultimately living in a time of war, as we see that throughout the whole planet Earth. It makes perfect sense. Wars, rumors of wars, nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom. The second one passed, but the third one coming quickly. And we're definitely living in a time of HATE as well too. Hey, shout out to that brother Yahweh once again when the prophets and the sin judgment come between. And we're definitely living in a time of HATE as well too, as I brought out that Matthew 24 verse 12. "And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall rise cold." So all the sins of iniquity is running up. So we're definitely living in those times and seasons. This
so sometimes when we do
Ecclesiasticus chapter 1 verse 9, it says the thing that has been is that which should be, and that which should be done, and that which should be done, there is no new thing in the sun. Why? So there's no new thing in the sun, because this is a modern day type of Bible spiritually. This is a modern day type of moral spiritually. This is the modern days of Sodom and Gomorrah. This is a modern day Babylon. This is a modern day Egypt. So there's no new thing in the sun. Ecclesiasticus 1 verse 10. Is everything before it was said, see, is this new, and have been already the old time which was before us. Ecclesiasticus 1 verse 11. It says, "There is no remembrance of former things, neither shall be no remembrance of things that are to come, that shall come after." This is Luke 21 verse 9. It says, "And when you shall hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified for these things which first come to pass, but the end is not yet by end by." Right, so even though it's going to come to pass in the field, but it's not just going to end yet end by end by. The increasing of these wars and commotions that we see in our world today, so we're not going to be terrified of them as being the message and service and prophets of every Father. This is Luke 21 verse 10. It said, "Then say he unto them, nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom." Right, so you're going to have one nation within themselves rising against one another. You're going to have one nation outside that nation rising against another nation. You're going to have one kingdom within themselves rising against one another. And you're going to have one kingdom rising against another kingdom. And that's what we're seeing. That's how the represent St. Mark 3, verse 26. This is Luke 21, verse 11. "And great earthquake shall be in diverse places, and famines and pestilence and different sights and first signs shall be from heaven." Right, so we're going to be seeing ultimately different sights and first signs shall that be from heaven as well too. And we're going to see the increase of famines and pestilence and plagues and the earthquakes in diverse places. We're going to see all this increase. Because these are the signs of the times that the Father showing us. We're living in these times. Signs of the times. And this is the book of Colossians, chapter 4. Colossians 4, verse 5. It says, walk in wisdom towards them without and redeem the times. Right, so we got to continue to walk with wisdom towards them without and redeem the times. And this is 1 Thessalonians 5, verse 1. It says, but other times and seasons, brother, we have no need that I write unto you, like fellow Israelites. 1 Thessalonians 5, verse 2, for yourself know perfectly that the day of the Lord, how shall come with sleeping night. Right, just like it says in Joel, the 2nd chapter, the day of the Lord, how it's night, and he shall come with sleeping night as well, too. 1 Thessalonians 5, verse 3, but when they shall say peace and safety, such destruction come upon them, as it shall be performed with a child, they shall not escape. And it shows you that we're living in the modern days of Noah. People eating and drinking and getting into marriage, that peace and safety type spirit, and the sudden destruction come upon them, as a form of travail, they shall not escape. 1 Thessalonians 5, verse 4, it says, but ye brethren are not in darkness, that their day shall overtake you as a thief. 1 Thessalonians 5, verse 5, it says, ye are the children of the light, like the Israelites, and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness. 1 Thessalonians 5, verse 6, therefore let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch with sober, right? Mentally and spiritually watching with sober. 1 Thessalonians 5, verse 7, but they that sleep, sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. 1 Thessalonians 5, verse 8, but let us who are other day and be sober and putting on the breastplate of faith and love for the helmet and the hope of salvation. Bring up that First Peter's. We got this First Peter's 5 and verse 8. We got 1 Peter's 5, verse 8. It says, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary is a roaring lion walking about seeking whom he may devour. Right, so we got to continue to put on that, be sober, be vigilant, mentally and spiritually, because the ultimate deceiver should come down with great wrath, so we have a short time. As I bring up that Revelation 12, verse 12, 22.
It's just
Revelation 12, verse 12. It says, therefore ye Jewish heavens, ye that dwell in it, go into the inhabitants of earth and the sea, for the deceiver shall come down unto you having great wrath, because you know we have a short time to rule. Right, so the ultimate deceiver is going to come down with great wrath, so we have a short time to rule. We'll bring up that second hedges, 9 verse 5. And this second Edwards, chapter 9, verse 5, for like all that is made in the world, had a beginning and an end is manifested, like the beginning and the end, and it is made manifested. With these increasing biblical signs come to pass, and these prophecies come to pass, be fulfilled, and the wicked worship is coming to naught as well, too. We'll bring out that in the second Edwards, the 6th chapter. And this second Edwards 6, verse 1. It says, and he said, unto them in the beginning, when the earth was made before the waters, as the world stood, forever going through. Second Edwards 6, verse 2. It said, before the thunder and the light, forever the foundations of paradise were laid. Second Edwards 6, verse 3. It said, before the fair gods were seen, forever the innumerable of powers were established. Before the innumerable multitude of angels were gathered together. Second Edwards 6, verse 4. It says, forever of the heights of the air were set up before the measures of the firmament or name of heaven, and changing the sun for high. Second Edwards 6, verse 5. Areas of the presence were sought out, forever the vengeance of them that now sin were turned forward, that were sealed, they have gathered in faith for their treasure. Second Edwards 6, verse 6. It says, then I did descend upon these things, and they were all made through me alone by the Father, and through none other, but me, and also they shall be in, and one none other. Second Edwards 6, verse 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the part of the Son of times? Or when shall be the end of it, the first and the beginning of it that followeth? Second Edwards 6, verse 8, from the apocryphal books of the Holy Scriptures. It says, and he said unto them, from Abraham, Isaac, and to Jacob, and Esau was born of him that Jacob's hand held him. It says, of him Jacob's hand held first of the heel of Esau. Second Edwards 6, verse 9. But Esau's in the world, Jacob beginning that father. Right, so Esau's in the world, Jacob beginning that father. So the wicked rulership is coming to naught. So that's why we chanted down Babylon, chanted down this wicked, evil, wicked ruler. Just like I said, Job Anders. This is Obadiah. Yes, got this Obadiah 1 verse 1. It says, the vision of Obadiah, thus said the Lord Yahweh concerning you. We have heard a woman before the Lord Yahweh, and ambassador was set among the heathen. Arise ye and let us rise up against her battle. Obadiah 1 verse 2. It said, behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art despised by a small house. This is Obadiah 1 verse 3. The pride of thy heart hath deceived thee. It says, thou dwell in the dust of rocks, whose habitation is high. Say, if his heart, like heart of your mind, who shall bring you down to the ground? Obadiah 1 verse 4. It says, though thou exalt thyself as an equal, though set thy list amongst the stars, then shall I bring you down, saith the Lord Yahweh. Obadiah 1 verse 5. It said, if the thief came to thee, if by robbers by night, how art thou cut off? But they have not stolen till they have none. If the gatekeepers came to thee, but they have not left some breach. Verse 6. How all the things of Esau, so shall all the hidden things of Esau. Obadiah 1 verse 7. All the men of the perverse shall have brought thee, even to the borders. Even the men that were at peace with thee. It said, even the men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee, and prevailed against thee. And they have eat thy bread, and laid a wound upon unto thee. There is no understanding. Obadiah 1 verse 8. It says, shall not in that day, saith the Lord Yahweh, even destroy the wise man out of you, and understand how other mountain of Esau. Obadiah 1 verse 9. It says, thy mighty men of Timor shall be dismayed, and every of the mountain of Esau may be cut off outside. Obadiah 1 verse 10. Obadiah 1 verse 10. But thy bodies against thy brother Jacob shame shall go through, as thou shalt cut off forever. Obadiah 1 verse 11. In that day thou shalt studiest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captive, and the forces of the foreigners entered his gates, and they cast lots upon Jerusalem, as thou hast one of them. Obadiah 1 verse 12. Obadiah is that, but thou shouldest not have looked for the day of thy brother, and the day that he became a stranger. Neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of destruction. Neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress. Obadiah 1 verse 13. Thou shouldest not enter in the gates of my people like the Israelites in the day of their calamity. Yea, thou shouldest not look on their affliction in the day of their calamity, nor have laid hands on their substance in the days of their calamity. Obadiah 1 verse 14. It says, neither shouldest thou have stood in the crossways to cut off those that did escape. Neither shouldest thou have delivered of those that did remain in the day of distress. Obadiah 1 verse 15. It says, for the day of the Lord Yahweh is upon all the people, by all the other nations. As thou hast done, shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon their own head. Obadiah 1 verse 16. For as you have drunk upon my holy mountains, so all the heathens shall drink continuously. And they shall drink, and they shall shout it down, as they shall not be as though they have not been. This is the book of Obadiah 1 verse 17. But upon Mount Zion to Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. Obadiah 1 verse 18. In the house of Jacob shall be a fire, in the house of Joseph a flame, in the house of Esau a stone, that they have kindled in them and devoured them. And there shall not be any remain of the house of Esau, for the Lord Yahweh hath spoken. Obadiah 1 verse 19. It says, they of the south shall possess the mountain of Esau, and they of the Philistines, and they shall possess the fields of Ephraim, and the fields of Samaria, and Benjamin shall possess Gilead. Obadiah 1 verse 20. It says, in the captivities of the host of the children of Israel shall be possessed of the Canaanites, and even unto Zephyrah, in the captivities of Jerusalem, which is his Zephyrah, shall possess the cities of the south. Obadiah 1 verse 21. And the Savior shall come up on Mount Zion to Zion to judge the mountains of Esau, and the kingdom shall be the Lord Yahweh's. Into Ezekiel, the 35th chapter.
Yes.
And this is prophet Ezekiel Salaki. The prophet Ezekiel 35 verse 1. It says, moreover, the word of the Lord Yahweh came unto me, saying, verse 2, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, which we go right now, and prophesy against it. Ezekiel 35 verse 3. and say unto them, thus saith the Lord Yahweh thy power, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. Ezekiel 35 verse 4. And I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord Yahweh. Verse 35. Ezekiel 35 verse 5 slide. It said, because thou hast perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, the time their iniquity had again. Ezekiel 35 verse 6. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh thy power, and I will prepare thee unto blood, the blood shall pursue thee. As not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Ezekiel 35 verse 7. It said, thus I will shout out to that brother Yahweh the prophets and scenes that become 20. Ezekiel 35 verse 7. Thus I will make Mount Seir most desolate, and I will cut off him that passed out, and him that passed them, and him that returned to Salah. Ezekiel 35 verse 8. And I will fill his mountains, and with his slain men, and thy hills, and thy valleys, and all thy rivers shall thy fall, and they are slain with the sword. Ezekiel 35 verse 9. And I will make thee perpetual desolation, and thy city shall not return, and he shall know that I am the Lord, and how thy power. Prophet Ezekiel 35 verse 10. Because thou hast said, these two nations and these two countries shall be mine, and we will possess what the Lord Yahweh was there. Ezekiel 35 verse 11. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, I will even do according to our anger and according to our envy, which thou hast used out of hatred against them. And I will make myself known among them when I have judged thee. Ezekiel 35 verse 12. As thou shalt know that I am the Lord Yahweh, and I have heard all the blasphemies which thou hast spoken against the mountains of Israel still to this day. Esau, Edom, and all the other nations, but most primarily Esau, Edom, and saying they are laid desolate, and they are giving us to consume. Right, Deuteronomy 28 verse 43, the stranger that is forgetting these shall get the both from very high, and thou shalt come down very low. Hey, very soon, we going to be the head, they going to be the tail, that's going to be worship. This Ezekiel 35 verse 13. Thus with your mouth you have boasted against me, you have multiplied the words against me still to this day, and I have heard them. Ezekiel 35 verse 14. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh thy power, and when the whole earth rejoices, I will make thee desolate. Ezekiel 35 verse 15. As thou didst rejoice at the inheritance of the house of Israel, because it was desolate, so I will do unto thee as thou shalt be desolate of Mount Seir. Now all thy guilt and all of it shall know behind the Lord Yahweh. So that's why we chanted down on Babylon. The Lord of Babylon ought to be destroyed. Chanted down against Moab and Mount Seir. Prophesying against them now some more. Once the 1,000 years of captivity is up for these Idumeans, they're going to be no more in existence on the planet Earth. And call Allah Yahweh Shem Shah. Bring up this last scripture, then we close it out. Why Yahweh Shem Shah. This is Prophet Isaiah 11 verse 10. It says, in that day there shall be a root of Jesse, which shall stand for the ensign to the people who shall the Gentiles see. His rest shall be glorious. Prophet Isaiah 11 verse 11. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord Yahweh shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people, like us Israelites, which shall be left from Assyria, and from Egypt, and from Paphos, and from Cush, and from Elam, and from Shinar, and Haman, from the islands of the sea. Isaiah 11 verse 12. He shall set up an ensign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel, and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. Brought the outcasts of Israel, and dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. And he makes us the children of Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel, from the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom. He's coming back from the remnant of his own people. He's coming back for the actual Israelites, not the small hatches, not the IDF Edomites, but the actual Israelites. Shout out to that brother Yahweh once again, when the prophets on the scene, judgment come between the prophet Isaiah 11 verse 13. The envy also of Ephraim should depart, and the adversary of Judah should cut off. And Ephraim should not envy Judah, and Judah should not vex Ephraim. Right, so Judah and Ephraim is not going to envy and vex one another. No more, they're going to come back together as that one city. Isaiah 11 verse 14. They shall fly upon the shoulders of the they shall spoil the brother peace together. They shall lay their hands upon leaders. Nowhere. Isaiah 11 verse 15. Or the house shall be destroyed and turned into the sea. And shall shake episode. Lifting up the names of Yahweh Yahshua out here downtown Chicago, July the 12th, 2024, on this Friday morning/noon. Yahweh Yahshua once more, giving us an opportunity chance to lift up the names of Yahweh Yahshua, and Yahweh Yahshua for them. Call Allah Yahweh Yahshua as we continue to chant down battle on this world too, and we say all the balls of battle. And we walk down to the elders for Akif as always, as we are continue lifting up the names of Yahweh Yahshua, and Yahweh Yahshua. So with that, I would like to give all praises and glory and honor to say Yahweh, Yahshua, Yahweh Shai, Yahshua, Yahshua. And the Heavenly Father, true name is Yahweh, and His only begotten Son, Yahshua, in the name of Mashiach, Yahshua. Those are the true names in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, Lashwan, Lashwan, Tongue. And I say Barak Thumb to the elders for Akif as always, as we continue looking up the names of Yahweh Yahshua. Until next time, I will say, Go on Yahshua, and above the ball, Shalom.